Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 6. This is your first class of your second week of real estate school. And today we are jumping into Commission Boot Camp. We're going to discuss the Finders program, talk about what it means to be an agent in training, and discuss how you can earn commission while working towards your real estate license legally, working as a finder. So this is day 6. Monday is Commission Boot Camp. We're going to have Amy Serpa. She's going to come on and speak with you guys a little bit about what it means to be a finder, what the legalities are, what you can and cannot do. Zachary Bach is going to come in and speak a little bit, and then Andres Durante is also going to speak. Then Tuesday through Thursday this week, we're going to jump right back into the boring real estate classes, and I'm going to bore you guys to sleep. We're going to hang out, reading, and then on Friday we're going to have our next Socratic discussion. So last week was a lot of fun. This week we're going to talk about what your best social media outlet is for announcing your new career. So we'll have a discussion about that. And then we will also go over how to fill out a finder's fee agreement. This is not something I'm going to make you do on your own, James. Fred, I won't make you do it either. But if you guys want to go ahead and jump on, this is the link right here for you guys to do that. Let's see, right there. This is the mock finder's fee agreement. It's called RPI Form 152 or 115, which is Realty Publishings Inc. And I've included the link right here, journal.firsttuesday.us/forms TAC download TAC 2/form 115/. And what that will do is that will give you an opportunity to get that 25% commission once you have found and identified somebody who needs to buy and sell real estate. And then we get on the horn and find you guys a qualified agent to deal with them or work with them. And then we're going to watch that video on Friday. This is part 2 of the video that we watched last Friday, which is about how to actually fill out a finder's fee agreement. And then we'll have you start doing that during class on Friday. Okay, so without further ado, that is everything that is happening this week. Week 2 is all about commission. It is about jumping into your career. What can you do now to start working towards, getting paid, doing the things that you need to do so that you can do the things that you want to do. And the first person that I'm going to bring on to start discussing this is going to be Amy Serpa. She's going to tell you all of the legalities for being a finder. So at this point, I'm going to take down this banner. I'm going to set up Amy's class right here for you guys. And she is going to come on and start going over this with you. Amy is in office with me. What's going to happen is every day, the adult course runs from 9 to 10 o'clock. And then immediately following the adult course, starting at 10 o'clock, Monday through Friday, either online or in person in the office, you can start working in Commission Boot Camp. And Amy Serpa is going to be one of the 3 people who's going to be here every day to help mentor you. And right now, I'm going to welcome her onto the show, and I'm going to go ahead and jump off. Amy, ready?
Ready.
It's all you.
Thank you.
Introduce yourself.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Amy Serpa. I am a realtor out here with our community, and today I'm going to be talking to you about probably one of the most important things that we'll be talking to you about, and that is getting paid. So bear with me on the first few slides here. I have prepared a really excellent slideshow for you guys, full of information, but of course we want you getting paid legally, so that means following some rules and guidelines. And then we'll go ahead and jump into my portion of how to launch your business with nothing. And I'm really excited to talk to you guys about that specifically because that will give you a lot of great information about how to launch your business with really zero cost. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in here. The finder's fee agreement. Okay, so my name is Amy Serpa, and I am running the Commission Boot Camp here. Okay, so finder's fee agreement, Form 115. Agency relationships and real estate transactions. 3 classes of real estate agents have been established in California: licensed brokers, licensed sales agents, and unlicensed finders. Okay, finder's fee agreement, Form 115 legalities. This form is used by an agent when they employ an unlicensed individual to locate, solicit, or refer and identify persons who need the services of a broker to document the terms of employment. Just to sum that up for you guys, that basically means that a finder is someone who finds and identifies people that want to buy and sell real estate. Fiduciary duties require brokers and their agents to perform on behalf of their client with the utmost care and diligence. As a protective shield in transactions, an unlicensed finder has no such fiduciary duty to members of the public. A finder's function as an agent is limited to soliciting, identifying, and referring potential real estate participants to brokers, agents, or principals in exchange for the promise of a fee. They are locators, period. Limitations are placed on the conduct of a finder. A finder lacks legal authority to participate in any aspect of property information, dissemination, or other transactional negotiations. Although not licensed by the California Bureau of Real Estate or accepted as members of any real estate trade association, finders are authorized by state codes to solicit prospective buyers, sellers, borrowers, lenders, tenants, or landlords for referral to real estate brokers, agents, or principals. Thus, they, as an occupation, provide leads about individuals who may become participants in real estate transactions. Okay, soliciting clients on behalf of a broker. A finder providing referral services in California for a fee may find and introduce parties, solicit parties for referral to others, and be employed by principals or brokers. A finder may not take part in any negotiations, discuss the price, discuss the property, or discuss the terms or conditions of the transaction. A finder who crosses into any aspect of negotiation which leads to the creation of a real estate transaction needs a real estate license, as they are both soliciting and negotiating. Unless licensed, an individual who enters into negotiations, supplying property or sales information, may not collect a fee for services rendered, even if they call it a finder's fee. Also, the finder is subject to a penalty of up to $20,000 and a 6-month jail term for engaging in brokerage activities without a license. In addition, a broker who directly or through their agents permits a finder or anyone else in their employ to perform any type of licensed work beyond solicitation for a referral may have their license suspended or revoked. Okay, so that was all the legal stuff, you guys. So thanks for hanging in there on that. It really is the most important part of understanding the legalities and how you get paid. Of course, we don't want anyone fined or losing their license. Next, we're going to be jumping into my portion of this, started from the bottom. So this is how to launch your business with nothing. Okay, utilize your lifestyle. This is one of the warmest ways of building your business. Your sphere are the people you know, like, and trust. Your sphere of influence, or as you'll hear in real estate, your SOI, can include family, friends, coworkers, an organization, or a group of people that you are involved with and members of your community. Okay, get involved in your community. Give back to your community, and your community will give back to you. How can you give to your community? Become an activist. What are you passionate about making better? Get involved with your local church, nonprofit, and/or charity program. Feed your community by hosting a food drive. Take care of your community's children. Host a toy drive during Christmas. Holiday events. We host 4 events every year free of charge for the community. Join a veterans group, PTA. Capitalize on your hobbies, children's hobbies, etc. People will never forget what you have done for their children. Be authentic in your lifestyle, and you want to work with people that want to work with you. Okay. Next slide, we've got invest your energy. And the reason I call it invest your energy is because when you don't have money to invest in your business, you have to really strategize about how you're going to invest in your business. And I remember talking with my brother in the beginning of the business and saying, hey, look, I don't have a whole lot to spend, but what I do have is blood, sweat, and tears, right? So I can pound the pavement, I can go door knocking, I can do all of these things that don't actually cost me any money. So when you cannot afford to invest money, invest your time and energy. Your success will be measured by the amount of uncomfortable conversations you are willing to have. You have to create the opportunity for a yes, so don't be afraid to get out there. Success in real estate is a byproduct of the way that you live your life. Building business to business. This is a huge aspect of business. When we originally launched our company, we had a meeting with all of our affiliates and we asked them how can they get involved. Part of that, which I will go into a little bit later, is Operation Greenlight. So number one, get your affiliates involved. Call them all to the table, see how they can help benefit you and your business and how you guys can strategize on creating an event together. So host events together at no cost to you. Ask your affiliates if they can get involved and sponsor your event. So for Operation Greenlight, that was a veteran-centered movement that we had out here. And we had our lender sponsor the Greenlights, as well as our heating and air company and quite a few other people get involved in that. So think outside the box and figure out how you can get your affiliates to invest in your business. Network with local businesses and share on social media. Adapt a tribal mindset in your business and take care of one another. Okay, mission essentials only. Keep costs at a minimum while you are starting your business. You don't have to spend a lot of money to make money. Spend what you need to invest in the basics, but get creative when you can. Use Canva to create your brand, logos, flyers, etc. Example, use your phone to take a headshot versus the photographer to stay cost effective. My team took our photos at home from our iPhone, and it was just as good a quality as the photographer and free of charge. So you guys get creative, and Canva is an online platform. It is free to use. That's what we all use to make our flyers and any information about businesses. They have tons and tons of material in there for you guys to utilize free of charge. Okay. Next, take advantage of free platforms. Let your social media work to your advantage in your business at no cost to you. So as you guys know, everyone is on Facebook. So Facebook is the #1 tool for real estate, and you really can't separate your personal life and your professional life when it comes to real estate. Your real estate business really does become affected by who you are in your personal life. So it's more advantageous for you to stay on Facebook and these social platforms that are free to you to be able to promote your business. And then, of course, there's also YouTube, Instagram, Canva, like I spoke about earlier, Pinterest, Trello, Clubhouse is a new social media platform that's really great to hop on and what's like a podcast, hop on there into a group chat, and you get to hear a bunch of really amazing people all collaborate creatively in regards to real estate and entrepreneurship. There's also TikTok and lots of other free platforms. Okay, dominate your farm. Our title guy, when I was first getting started, told me this quote: if you can't measure it, you can't market it. So that's been one of my my leading mottos in my business is I have to understand exactly where I'm at in my farm. Um, so farm territory is like war. You must have a strategy and know your AOR. That's, of course, military terminology, area of responsibility. You need to identify the parameters of your farm. So it's really important to understand exactly from which street to which street or which town to which town you're going to be marketing at so that you can dominate your farm and stay active in the heart of your farm. Stay in the heart of your farm and present in the streets. You want to be seen. Face-to-face interactions, Zoom meetings, social media, local Facebook groups, and events outside of real estate are a great way to connect. And if you notice, I said outside of real estate. You know, a lot of realtors waste a lot of time hanging out with other realtors, and that's just not where the business comes from. So go live on social media, tag the businesses and the people that you want to connect with. Leverage other people's network, especially when you're starting out. It's so important to make sure that you have a great mentor who can really guide you through real estate, and then be able to utilize their network as well. Lock in a solid mentor. They will make all the difference. You don't know what you don't know. So, of course, there's a lot of things you don't know when we're getting started out. That's what the mentor is all about. And then, of course, let them know when you're working on social media, but don't be afraid to make big moves in silence. So surprising people is always fun. So that's what I have for you guys today. I will, of course, be around for Q&A. If you have any questions, my name is Amy Serpa, 951-436-1466. Thanks so much, guys.
All right, thanks, Sam. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so that's Amy. That's my sister. She's a ball and a biscuit. Real great person. Lots of fun. And now what we're going to do is we're going to bring on Mr. Zachary Bach onto the program to discuss a little bit more with you here. All right, Mr. Zach, let's go ahead and add you right now. How are you, my friend? Hold up one second here. Now, how are you, my friend?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you. I feel spoiled. I get to see my friend and my sister so often every day. It's been it was great working with you today, my brother. So feel free to go ahead and tell everybody what to expect from you in Commission Boot Camp.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, David. So Commission Boot Camp, some people say, what is Commission Boot Camp? And a lot of people get into real estate and they go through real estate school and they learn nothing because real estate school teaches you how to memorize material. It doesn't teach you how to sell a house. And for a lot of years, what people have done is they've gone through real estate school and they've studied, they've passed their test, and then they get out and they go, now what do I do? How do I sell a house? What do I do? And for a lot of agents, that answer was, well, just go buy online leads. I don't necessarily believe in that. And it used to work, kind of, but you spend a lot of money up front to do that. There's places that would charge you $5,000, $10,000 a month just to be able to get some leads coming in. And a lot of people, that's not affordable. But what is affordable is the grind. It's just getting out there and figuring out how you need to work every single day to make it work. So for me, when I got out of the military, I came down here to sell houses. I worked 7 days a week. I was at the office every single day from 8 to noon, making phone calls and dialing. I'd go to the gym, I'd go to lunch, and then I'd go show houses. If I didn't have appointments to show houses, I was back on the phone calling people, circle prospecting, following up with open house leads. Every weekend I was holding an open house. I worked 7 days a week until finally I got some stuff in escrow and I started having that income come in. Now, do you need to work 7 days a week? No, you don't need to work 7 days a week. But it all depends on how efficient you are with your time and how quickly you want to start making money. So for me, I'm going to teach you that real estate is sales. But I believe that everything in life is sales. Whether it's a parent selling a kid, whether it's a consumer selling a salesperson or a salesperson selling a consumer, whether it's a doctor selling a patient on using a drug, everything in life is sales. And once we recognize that, it helps us to realize, what do I need to do to hone my craft? What do I need to do to be the best possible salesperson that I can? And that's what we're going to help teach you in Commission Bootcamp, is how do you be a salesperson? How do you talk to people? I know people that were afraid to pick up the phone. The first time that they were on the phone, I saw people crying. Nothing wrong with that. They've never done it before. The phone is scary. That fear of rejection is scary. And that's what I'm here to do, is help you get over that fear of rejection, help you learn how do I get on the phones? What do I say on the phone? There's different ways to circle prospect. There's different ways to do these things. And of course, while you're in commission boot camp, we're going to teach you what you can and cannot say. But some of the things that I'm going to go down is scripts. A lot of people hear the word scripts and it has a negative connotation. Like, oh, scripts sound scripted. Well, scripts only sound scripted because you're not good at your scripts. Everything that you do in life is scripted. Whether it's the way that you tell your kids to make their bed, whether it's you calling a delivery place, calling your favorite restaurant to place your favorite order. That's all a script. Those are just scripts that you practiced more than you practice other scripts. For husbands, maybe it's you want to go fishing this week and you practice your script on why you need to go fishing. Or maybe wives that like to go fishing. Either way, everything is scripted. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. One very basic script that I'm going to go over is what's called the Ford model. So that's family, occupation, recreational activity, and dreams. And I'm going to teach you how to call anybody using the Ford model to build rapport. Because that's what sales is building rapport. Everything in life is building rapport, and everything in life is sales. And scripts are the easiest way to make sure that you're consistent every single time, because consistency is king. Which brings me to the next portion, which is the grind. There's a book that I read. It's called The Slight Edge. And one of the things that he says in that book is that you have to be okay with the monotony that is success. It's the same thing. It's picking up the phone over and over and over and having the same conversations over and over and over again. Is it exciting? No. But can you make a great living to support you and your family? A living that will also give you a lot of free time? Absolutely. And that's where the monotony of success comes into play, of making those calls over and over and over again. I'm also going to teach you how to build raving fans. When I moved down here, I did not have a sphere of influence like Amy talked about. I had to build my sphere of influence. I'm 4 years in now, and I don't do a whole lot of outside prospecting. I do enough to keep new business coming in, but a good majority of my business comes from people that I have met over the last 4 years. When I first moved down here, the only people I knew was real estate agents. And I have successfully one time sold another real estate agent's house for them. But it was a very unique situation. I've tried to sell real estate agents' houses. It doesn't work. And so being around real estate agents, like Amy said, that's not where our bread and butter is going to come from. Our bread and butter is going to come from getting out there and building that sphere of influence. So the next thing that I'm going to cover is, what does it mean to have a niche or a niche, however you want to say it? The riches are in the niches, right? And what's the difference between a specialist and a generalist? A lot of real estate agents come into real estate and they go, I'll sell houses anywhere in Southern California, anywhere, I'll drive anywhere. And they spend a lot of time focusing all over the place versus focusing on maybe 1,000 houses, focusing on a small area and dominating that area. And that's where you can make a lot of money. Stick with the people that already know, like, and trust you. Stick with your own neighborhood and figure out what your niche is. For a lot of people, it's first-time home buyers. For me, my niche is veterans and first responders. 70% of my business is veterans and first responders. Figure out what that niche is for you, stick to it, and dominate it. Because if you're a generalist and you just sell houses wherever, whenever, and you have no idea where your business is coming from, that's an issue. One thing that I love to teach people to do is something as simple as handing out a Starbucks gift card. And I've thrown this challenge out there to a lot of real estate agents, and I've only ever had one do it. And that's get a few Starbucks gift cards. They can be $5 Starbucks gift cards, and you can walk out, meet somebody on the street and say, hey, listen, I'm Zachary Bach, I'm with eXp Realty. I have a $5 Starbucks gift card here. Do you know anybody looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? And they're probably going to say no. You say, okay, listen, I didn't expect you to, but I'm going to give you the $5 Starbucks gift card anyway. It also has 2 of my business cards attached. If you wouldn't mind, would you put one in your wallet, and then the other one can you take home with you and throw it in your junk drawer and just keep it in your junk drawer, because you'll always remember where it is. And if somebody brings up real estate, hand them my business card. Now, is that going to work? Maybe not. Maybe it will. But this is a game of numbers. And if you can talk to 6 people a day and hand out 6 business cards a day, the chances of you being wildly successful in this business increase dramatically, because most real estate agents are not willing to have those conversations. They don't talk about real estate to enough people. And that's what I want to teach you how to do, is become comfortable talking about real estate. being a salesperson, talking about your craft, talking about your profession. We're going to go over what circle prospecting is. Circle prospecting is how to just call people, call your neighbors, call the neighborhoods, call all the neighborhoods, and educate homeowners on what you can provide, what services you can provide as a real estate agent. And of course, that circles right back to our original one of scripting. I've done circle prospecting before where I've called people and I said, hey, this is Zachary Bach with eXp Realty. Want to give you a heads up. Not sure if you're aware, but the Temecula Rod Run is happening this weekend. And some people go, oh, well, what's the Rod Run? And you go, well, that's when a lot of classic cars come to downtown Temecula. It's great for the family. Come check it out. And you get some people who say, I don't care about that. Why are you calling me about this? Well, hey, I'm just a Temecula resident. I wanted to give you a heads up just in case you had any plans to go anywhere this weekend. That way you can avoid the freeway, because the freeway around Rancho California is going to be really backed up this entire weekend. So I do recommend you avoid the freeway. And what I did is I flipped that on. They were a little bit hostile. And then I flipped it and I explained to them, hey, it's a good thing. And that's why I'm calling you. I'm calling to help you out, to provide you with information. But we'll teach you those scripts. We'll go over some of that stuff with you, teach you how to circle prospect. Of course, we're going to teach you how to call for sale by owners. With for sale by owners, oftentimes you have to educate them. I've had people where they listed a house themselves. They decided to sell it. I interviewed for a listing, to be their listing agent. They decided to sell their house themselves, and it ended up costing them $70,000 because they underpriced their house, and they didn't listen to me as a real estate professional. And educating people and teaching them, hey, this is what services we provide and how you're going to make their life a little bit easier is very important. We're also going to teach you about open houses. I know we have some segments specifically on open houses, so I'm not going to go too in depth in those, but open houses, once you get your license, are absolutely fantastic. And I want to circle back to everyone is a salesperson. Right now, you're already a salesperson. Whether you're an adult that's transitioning from another career, or whether you're one of our youth members coming out of high school, you're already a salesperson. If you're a kid, you're selling your parents on why you need another scoop of ice cream, why you need to go to a summer camp, why you need to get into a college that you wanted to get into. You know, if you're an adult, you've already been in sales. You've sold your bosses on why you need a raise. You've sold your spouse on whatever it is there. Everybody is in sales. And the quicker that you can realize that and realize that sales is a great thing, it's really what drives our worldwide economy is driven by sales. And we're going to go over all that kind of stuff and essentially make sure that you have a roadmap to success. Make sure that when you graduate from real estate school, you graduate with enough tools in your pocket to start selling real estate immediately and not waiting for 6, 8, 10 months, a year to cash your first commission check. Because people want to get paid now. And that's what we're about, is making sure that you can get paid while you're in school and while you are learning to be a real estate agent. And on that note, I'm going to pass it back to David. I appreciate you guys. My phone number is 951-401-5025. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you so much.
Hey, Zach, that was excellent. I did take some notes in the group chat for those of you that heard a few things that popped up. I heard some Darren Campbell in there. The niches are in the riches, or the riches are in the niches. That's absolutely the truth. Darren, who you guys are going to get a chance to hear later, the $4 billion man, Zach and Darren and I traveled all over the United States. We spoke in several different states about, it's called Entrepreneur Power Panels. And Zach, a lot of good nuggets. The Ford model is a great way to stay in contact with people without calling and saying, hey, do you need to buy and sell real estate? Do you need to buy and sell real estate? Again, that was family, occupation, recreation, dreams. Those are the 4 things that you call the bond over. How's the family doing? You call to talk about work. You talk about what they enjoy doing. And then, of course, dreams. What do you want to do? And then don't be a generalist, be a specialist. Zach, lots of great pearls of wisdom. I'm looking forward to seeing you teach the adult class next week. And I'm really looking forward to Commission Boot Camp on January 25th. Do you have time to stick around for the Q&A at the end?
Absolutely.
Perfect. All right, my friend, I'm going to go ahead and give you the boot. And I'm going to bring Andres on here. Let's see here. We're going to bring Andres on. Here we go. Andres, welcome.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you making the time today. Andres started the day with me. Andres actually translates the adult class live into Spanish. We had our first round today, And so I appreciate you being willing to do that. And then to finish the day out with me with Commission Boot Camp. You're an asset, my brother. Thank you for making the time.
Morning and evening, my friend. Good
Morning and
afternoon. And yeah, my pleasure.
All right, my friend. Well, go ahead and take it away. I'll let you take the stage.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, this is an exciting time. One of the things I love to do is to give what was so freely given to me. Well, these companies paid for it, of course, but you get it for free, and that is wisdom. Wisdom is huge. The human learns two ways, the hard way or with wisdom. I suggest you take wisdom. Now, what's exciting about what you're a part of, you're able to gather the wisdom of very successful people in the daytime. I mean, the lineup, the next 5 million weeks ahead here we got coming. We've got some crazy wisdom that has put some serious volume, and that's pretty much. I grew up in sales. I have a Nintendo habit. I love games. I've been a gamer since I was 5, and my dad didn't make a lot of money. So I said, man, what am I going to do? I'm going to knock on doors, break up a big bag of chocolate from Gemco, chop that bad boy up, or Price Club, and go door to door and sell chocolate for my Nintendo habit. Then I went into not so good sales of non-legal activity. Horrible, but I did learn some good persuasion there, and when it comes to people. And then when I went official on the right side of the force, at 18 years old, had my first business, and that's it. Because on paper, I'm not fancy. I didn't graduate through any fancy school. So guys, this is huge when it comes to learning basic skills. And I'm here to tell you, I'm nobody special. And that was what all that backdrop was. And that is, I'm no one special. Anyone can do this. Anyone, if you follow the system, I like what Zach says, just take, it's not fun. It's not glorious. The activities aren't glorious, but there's a good book I recommend, Chop Wood, Carry Water. It's just keep chopping wood, keep carrying the water, keep chopping the wood, keep carrying the water. So what is this? This is a commission boot camp. So very exciting, and what you're gonna make is commission. So just to give you an idea, and that is, you can put sometimes in a couple of transactions what most people put in an annual salary. So keep that in mind as your long-term goal. I throw that at the very end, the big carrot at the end, because with that in place, you're able to plow through the phone calls, plow through the social media, all those great tools and tactics Zachary Bach gave. When you're doing all those things, having that carrot at the very end is going to drive you through these tedious, but more boring during the day with David, important though. So that is what this is Commission Bootcamp. Who are you and who are they? Who are you? You are a father, a brother, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, I don't know, but you have your own goals and dreams. And I recommend writing some goals down. We won't go through it here, but if you have any questions, reach out to me at the end. How to set goals, how to write goals. You have to have a why. What this is, Commission Bootcamp. Who you are, you're somebody with some vision, some goals. You're in this for a reason. You're not here because you're bored. Something about real estate attracted you enough to make this jump. Good job on making the jump. Know that today's the first day of the rest of your life. But know also why you're doing this. If you do not have a why, the tedious and the things you need to do in order to obtain success will be it'll be a wall. It'll block you. But if your why is strong enough, it'll plow you right through. The why will pull you forward and plow you right through the tedious, the mundane, and the grind. And who are they? This is huge. And if I can, they're people. Don't forget that. Sales gets exciting, you get tactics and persuasions. Don't forget when you're picking up the phone or when you're reaching out through your social media and all those, again, great ways to reach out. Remember, people buy you. We throw in a house for free. Okay? People buy you. We throw in a house for free. When you put that in mind, then you don't have to worry about being a know-it-all. You don't have to worry about being a pro that you're not yet, and you're not the mighty Serpa, you're not the awesome Bach, or these great leaders in the morning you're going to hear beautifully. You're not them. Guess what? You're you. And what's exciting about you, you know how to be you. And if you stick to being you, which you're good at it, you won't have to worry about putting on a mask that doesn't belong to your face. You be genuine. Again, people buy you. We throw in a house for free. And then again, their why. You have your why, make commission, goals, bills, whatever. Most importantly, you have their why. Without their why, nothing moves. If you are you focused, you lose. If you are they focus, everybody wins. Zig Ziglar had a really good quote: help enough people get what they want, you will always get what you want. It's an inevitable law. Now, I'm not the mystic as my dear counterpart here, but he's true. It's an actually biological, physiological in your brain, hard software and hardware, the way you were designed. So, and that's a whole nother talk. So call me on that one too. But basically, that's what it is. It's what this is. Hey, commission boot camp, you're going to make some good money. Once you get your license, you're going to make money while you're getting your license. Who are you? You got goals, you got dreams. If you don't, write them down. Who are they? Okay. They are people. Don't ever forget you're dealing with people. They're not an item. They're not a commission. They're not a sale. They are people. Okay. And then why? Your why. Why the heck are you doing this? And their why. Why are they doing this? Because again, they are the most important part of the equation. Mr. Serpa.
Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Let's see here. I can't get this. Amy. Let's see. I'm going to go bring Zach on. For some reason, my audio is not working. Just go ahead and tell everybody that my audio is not working here really quick.
Oh, it is working.
Is it working? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear
Okay.
you.
Okay, here we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add everybody onto the broadcast. Amy, Andres, we may not be able to get all four of us on at the same time. And at this point, let us know if there are any questions that you guys have about the Commission Bootcamp in the chat group on Zoom, and then I will ask. Okay, here we go. We got our first question. Let's see here. So many different cameras. Okay, so we've got our first question, and it comes from James. And James says, let's see here. James says, due to COVID, is there an alternative way to reach people since people won't want finders or realtors to door knock? It's a great question, James. I will. I'll go. What did you say, Amy? Did you want to jump in first? Okay. All right, go for it, Em. Wait. Gosh darn it! The volume option is no longer on my. I no longer have even the option to unmute yourself. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, I'm just going to tell you guys. This is yeah. Just go ahead and come in here really quick. I don't know what the heck is going on with this darn thing. Yeah, Amy, go ahead and come in here and join me. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Thanks for your question, James. To answer you, there is a thing called digital door knocking, and that is something that we'll be going over in Commission Boot Camp. So instead of you actually being physically in the streets and going door to door, I do not advise you do that right now. I don't think that the reactions would be very friendly. So we're going to keep it on the phones, And we will be going over digital door knocking and some scripts as well. And then also, like I covered in the how to build your business from nothing, social media is absolutely massive right now. So staying present on social media, there's always ads that you can generate as well. So, get involved in your community groups. That's huge so that you're able to stay connected with your community outside of your personal page. And then, holding events and things like that. There's tons and tons of options there.
That's great. Thank you, Amy. And then also, in addition, I wrote I wrote a blog piece for Lab Coat agents, and it's all about how to generate business during COVID-19. And because just like you said, people do not want real estate agents knocking on their door. And so, what can you do in order to generate business during COVID? And one of those things is, like Amy said, digital door knocking is great. You can call people, but like this app that I'm using right now called Ecamm, I could do virtual tours. I could tell people exactly how much their home is worth. I could change my background into the multiple listing service and walk them through home tours. I could give them an MLS printout. And also, one of the best things that you could do for people is to give them information. And so if you can be the place where people are going to for information, then you're going to set yourself up for success by, here we go. Here's the audio settings. You're going to set yourself up for success by becoming the expert. And so that's one of the things that we're doing is you educate to dominate. A lot of people are wondering some of the same questions that you're wondering about real estate. And if you can answer those questions for them about how COVID-19 is going to affect the market, how it's going to affect their market specifically, and what people are doing, then it will put you in a situation to where they're looking to you to educate them in the future. So I'll share that blog with you as well, James, a little bit later. Okay, here. What social media post would look like as a finder to be effective as well as legal? Are there some good examples to look at? How do we know who the agent is that we are referring? So a couple of different things. You're not going to necessarily know who the agent is that you're referring. What they're doing is they're trusting you to partner them with a professional that can help them. They're trusting you to partner them with a professional. And so what you're going to do is you're going to find out and identify people who need to practice real estate. And then I'm going to help you find an agent. So I'm not going to send them out to a schmuck. I'm going to send them out to an experienced real estate agent. And then that way it will guarantee that you're going to get paid, or at least increase the likelihood that you're going to get paid, as well as our community will get paid and that agent. I'm disappointed right now about the audio here. All these little stupid things that I keep having to learn the hard way. Oh well. Okay, let me see if there are any other questions here in the Zoom. Let's see. Now that I've moved everything around the way that I've moved it around, I'm not even seeing Zoom. Good night. I tried to move around my phone, or not my phone, all this Ecamm stuff, so that I can set up all of our camera angles. And what ended up happening was I lost the audio options for everybody. And then while moving around all of the audio, I hid the Zoom from me. So just one of those things. Here we go. So crazy. Okay, guys. At this point, I think what I'm going to do, because I have lost my Zoom. Oh, there it is. Holy Moses. All right. Social media examples. Okay, so as far as what kind of posts you can put together, it's basically a big part of what you're going to do is you're going to start working your sphere, start calling friends and family, letting them know that you've decided to start working towards a new career in real estate, and then start working it from there. You cannot market listings. You cannot find out. It's so a lot of what you're going to be doing is going to be fairly limiting. But what you can do is you can market yourself. Like Zach said earlier, the first thing that you're selling is yourself, or something like that. And then if people like you, then they'll buy everything else, right, Zach? Is that what you said? Something like that? Okay. At this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill this broadcast because I cannot find the audio examples or the audio to pull everyone back on the show. So we've got about 14 minutes left in the show. There's really not a whole lot left. I don't see any other questions in the Q&A. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say we're going to call the rest of this course. I'll see you tomorrow for more boring stuff on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then Friday, we're really going to jump in to the Finder program. And I'm going to ask that you actually fill out that RPI form so that you get an idea of just what it takes to get paid in real estate. Zach Bach, I appreciate you joining me. Love you, my brother. Andres, I appreciate you joining me. Thank you for being on. And then Amy, thank you for joining me. So next week when we get the adult course launched, I'll get this audio figured out so that we could have a proper Q&A. And then you guys know, like we did the adults course today, and the participation is absolutely incredible because we have the Spanish translation live, we have Zoom, we're sending it to YouTube, we're sending it to Facebook, and so the adult course has really kind of become something all in and of itself entirely. So thank you guys for tuning in. Fred, have a great day, my friend. James, have a great day. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.